Imagine a truly apocalyptic scene. You step outside your home and witness the moon, our eternal companion, rapidly growing larger as it relentlessly draws nearer to Earth. This is no mere fantasy, but a plausible scenario that could unfold in the event of a celestial collision. As the moon approaches, the first tangible effect would be catastrophic tides. Enormous waves would engulf coastal cities, erasing them from the map. The moon, gravitational pull, would knock our satellites out of orbit, turning them into useless space debris. Daily, the planet would be shaken by devastating earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Yet, once the moon came within a critical distance of 11,000 miles, Earth's immense gravity would tear it apart, giving birth to a magnificent ring system reminiscent of Saturn's. Any survivors, if there were any, would be treated to the breathtaking spectacle of these shimmering rings, glowing in the sunlight. Each night, the sky would dazzle with a brilliant meteor shower of lunar dust. Despite the obvious devastation, some might still wish to witness this grand cosmic display, to see rings arching across the heavens. Now, consider another astonishing fact. In 1977, NASA launched two identical spacecraft, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2. Their mission capitalized on a rare planetary alignment of Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, an alignment that won't recur for another 175 years. On their journey beyond the solar system, they visited all the outer planets, capturing stunning images and conducting the first close-up studies of their moons. What makes these spacecraft truly special is that they are now farther from Earth than any other human-made object. NASA pondered, what if an extraterrestrial civilization were to find one of them? That's why each carries a unique message, the golden in the distant future. Long after humanity may have vanished like a candle flame, this record could be the last testament to our existence in the universe. It tells the story of our world through sounds, images, and scientific data, featuring Earth's greatest music, natural soundscapes, and spoken greetings in dozens of languages. Among these messages are phrases like, "Greetings to our friends among the stars, may time unite us," "Shalom," "Assalamu alaikum," "We greet you on behalf of the people of Earth," and "Hello from the children of planet Earth." Over 100 images, carefully selected by Carl Sagan and his team, complement this narrative, offering a visual portrait of humanity and our planet. Before presenting the next photograph, take a deep breath, because it is, without exaggeration, deeply unsettling. It's a real image of astronaut Bruce McCandless floating 100 meters away from the space shuttle with no safety tether connecting him to the spacecraft. In 1984, he was testing a manned maneuvering unit, a jetpack for spacewalks. He detached from the shuttle and drifted into the infinite void of space. When asked about the experience, he said the only thing that truly frightened him was how quickly he grew cold once he moved away from the shuttle. Imagine the deafening silence of being utterly alone in space. What if he simply drifted away forever? Truly chilling thoughts. When black holes collide, they generate powerful ripples that travel through the very fabric of space-time at the speed of light. These waves stretch and compress everything in their path, much like ripples on a pond. Einstein predicted their existence, if his theory of relativity held true. But it wasn't until 2015 that scientists finally detected one. They used an instrument called LIGO. A laser beam is split and sent down two 4-kilometer-long arms with mirrors at each end, reflecting the light back and forth. When a gravitational wave passes through Earth, it minutely alters the length of these arms, an effect so tiny it was only detectable through this incredibly precise method. NASA's Mars rover Opportunity became one of the most successful rovers ever sent into space. Its final words are among the most heartbreaking ever received. Designed to operate on the red planet for just 90 days, Opportunity proved astonishingly resilient. Powered by solar panels, it traveled over 28 miles across Mars over 14 years. Then, on one fateful day, a massive Martian dust storm blanketed the sky, and the solar-powered rover sent its last message home. My battery is low, and it's getting dark. We all know Earth's sunsets glow in beautiful reds and pinks, but what about on other planets, like Mars? Fortunately, our rovers can photograph and transmit these scenes back to us, and what we see is astonishing. Martian sunsets have a delicate blue hue. This occurs because fine dust particles in Mars' atmosphere scatter blue light more effectively than other colors. You'll also notice the sun appears quite small in these images, simply because Mars is farther from the sun than Earth is. In the near future, the night sky may be illuminated by an extraordinary spectacle. Betelgeuse, one of the brightest stars in our sky, is poised for a colossal explosion that will transform the familiar night sky. This red supergiant is known for its variability. Its brightness fluctuates, and it periodically ejects vast amounts of material. Recent studies confirm Betelgeuse is in the final stage of its life, actively fusing carbon in its core. If these findings are correct, the explosion could happen within our lifetimes. It would be so bright that Betelgeuse would be visible even in daylight, and importantly, Betelgeuse lies 500 light-years from Earth, meaning the explosion might have already occurred, but its light hasn't reached us yet. Fortunately, we're well outside the danger zone. Had we been 450 light-years closer, however, the consequences could have been catastrophic. Black holes are among the most mysterious and elusive objects in the universe. These incredibly dense, massive entities possess such powerful gravity that not even light can escape them. Scientists estimate our galaxy alone may contain over 100 million individual black holes. Because they emit no light, they're nearly impossible to detect, except when actively consuming matter. Supermassive black holes at the centers of most galaxies devour enormous amounts of material, forming brilliantly glowing accretion disks like those depicted in science fiction films such as Interstellar. While the black hole itself remains invisible, we can observe its event horizon, the boundary beyond which light is irretrievably pulled inward. Despite the immense distances and detection challenges, scientists have successfully photographed 2 black holes using a telescope the size of Earth. This sounds impossible, but capturing detailed images of such distant objects requires a telescope of planetary scale. Building one in space isn't feasible, so scientists devised a clever solution. They combined data from radio telescopes around the world, creating a virtual Earth-sized array. The targets were Sagittarius A, the supermassive black hole at the center of our Milky Way, 26,000 light-years away, and the one in galaxy M87, among the most massive ever discovered, located 53 million light-years from us. Remarkably, the experiment succeeded. The resulting images are genuine photographs, not simulations or artistic interpretations. In 1990, after completing its tour of the solar system and passing Neptune, Voyager Carl Sagan persuaded NASA to turn the spacecraft around for one final image of Earth. Though some dismissed it as a waste of fuel, the photo was taken. From 4 billion miles away, Voyager 1 captured Earth as a tiny speck, suspended in a sunbeam. In his book reflecting on this image, Sagan wrote, "Earth is the only world known so far to harbor life. Look again at that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us." Now, a deeply sorrowful story, that of Laika, the canine cosmonaut. In 1957, the Soviet Union was desperate to win the space race at any cost. Since the effects of weightlessness on humans were unknown, dogs were chosen as test subjects. Laika, a stray from the streets of Moscow, likely believed she had finally found a home. Against her will, Scientists implanted sensors to monitor her breathing and pulse, then strapped her into a capsule no larger than a washing machine, fully aware they were sending her to certain death. During launch, Laika was terrified. Her heart rate tripled. Temperatures inside the cabin soared to 40 degrees Celsius, 105 degrees Fahrenheit. Within just 6 hours, her heart stopped. Here's an intriguing fact. Earth's days are gradually getting longer. Each year, the moon drifts 1.5 inches farther from us, a significant amount over time. As a result, Earth's rotation slows slightly every year, lengthening our days. 1.4 billion years ago, a day lasted only 18 hours. In just another billion years, a day will stretch to 28 hours, plenty of time to sleep and still have 20 hours left for daily life. At the heart of a galaxy 8.5 billion light-years away lies the most massive black hole ever discovered, a truly terrifying object. Phoenix A is a black hole 100 billion times more massive than our Sun. It's so enormous that it dwarfs entire galaxies. Its event horizon spans 100 times the distance between the Sun and Pluto. Even a spacecraft traveling at light speed would need and most alarmingly, it's still growing. When people say you're a star, they're not really lying. Every breath you take was forged in the heart of a dying star billions of years ago. Every glass of water you drink traces back to the Big Bang. The atoms in your body are intimately linked to the cosmos. Astronomy and physics are simply the universe's way of understanding itself. We are, quite literally, made of stardust.